with Allah's name, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer. Welcome to this portion of the Mosque's annual Muslim convention. We are now into the phase of one of the most popular events during the convention, the Fireside Chat with Imam Deen Mohammed II. This is a comprehensive review and insight of the various topics that are on the minds, not only the Muslims, but the believers in our community and throughout the world. I will now bring on co-moderator of the Fireside Chat, the president of Development Outreach, a real estate, property management, and ownership and consulting organization, Imam Ismail Shamsid-Deen.
So, Brother Imam, how can we, as Muslims in our community, should start to think about what do we do about retirement in terms of the young people, the middle-aged, the seniors who are already at the age of retirement should have their funds in order for them to keep the same lifestyle. So how can you help us understand what retirement is all about?
Alhamdulillah. I don't even think about it right now, but I had some dreams about retirement, and I know that my dreams about if I ever had the opportunity to retire, I want to make sure that all of my debt is paid, or at least as much of it as I can possibly pay to avoid taking a second job. As we know, most people take a second job. Most people retire just to continue to work to pay their debts. So we should always be looking. I think the day you start a job or a career, you should always be looking at your financial goals as an actual obtainable goal. But this is my personal opinion. I remember when I first married, if I knew I wanted to marry her and I could see our future in a twinkle, just in a minute, I knew that I wanted to live a life with her, raise a family, have children, and have a comfortable housing home in a safe neighborhood with good schools, and preferably close to a masajid where we can worship and have a pleasant life. That's the dream. That's the American dream right there. I believe that this is something that everyone can identify with. We shouldn't see unobtainable to be able to pay off our home, our car, or try to find some means of transportation where you're not constantly paying. Your goal should be to have more and more financial freedom. Financial freedom is what allows you to even consider what you're going to do when you retire. So I had a unique situation being self-employed and building my business. So I had to invest. Most of my money was going back into the business for the purpose of preserving and growing the business. That's what a lot of people don't realize, is that just because you make a profit, even if it's a big profit, you don't take that profit and spend it on luxuries and on yourself. You take that profit and invest it in the business so that the business can increase. Business, it don't happen without some courage. You have to take some risk, minor risk, and growth, life and growth. Nothing comes to you if you don't take some chances. You can't be afraid to grow. You think about retirement, but you should never have the spirit to retire. There are sound investments that we all can make, because Imam Muhammad started an investment company. So that's how we know that it's not taboo for Muslims. If you trust Allah, make dua, and ask him to make you successful, financially successful. This is another thing that African Americans, we forget, especially those of us that we're not Muslims. We can pray for money as long as it's for God's sake and not for money's sake. You pray for money's sake, you're going to lose every time. But if you pray for the sake of Allah, Allah will bless you and he will guide you to the wisest investment. When we think of retire, we think, okay, I'm only going to have so much strength and so much youth for so long. We shouldn't think that way. We should think that as long as you have this brain up here, that your body will follow you to something that you're going to find pleases you in your life. And so we should always look at life as an opportunity for service for the greater cause of yourself, your family, and humanity. So we should never look at life as something that you retire from. That's my picture. We should think of retirement as retirement from service to a boss, but never retiring for life.